Things at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one complete to Gafford.
Jackson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Allen now on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33
That's
yards.
one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. The screen pass here to Cohen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen got an open man. It's Pringle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. You got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Let's go, let's go. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete to Ferris.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. From the gun, Jackson gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll be out of bounds. right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He's going to look deep for more. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays with them.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Harris Campbell, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Down Bills.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jackson's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Keeps the score Bills 28, Panthers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Tariq.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
34 yards.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was tackled at the...
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They try again with Cohen, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
54, check, walk 54, walk 54. Alert. Mike 5-4.
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
again here on 2nd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
The 2-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slide. Back. Half 85.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score, Bills 35, Panthers 13.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He's going to look deep for more, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone in for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Greg Zuerlein.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Bills 42, Panthers 13. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 27 yards there, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that takes us from second to third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bills 49. Panthers 13. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat, and a first down. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
First down, a run with Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a while? And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
4 yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent